All right. All right, so we're gonna take turns calling agents. I'll go, and then Mikey, you can roll after that. If anyone wants to rep in, he can. And then after each call, we can break it down. We can ask whatever questions anybody has, if there's any questions. And eventually we'll get into some sort of flow. And then moving forward in the future, we can either hop on a Google Hangout, or I don't know what'll be better. I used to do it on Google Hangout back in the day, but Zoom is like a thing now. I think it probably works the same, but we'll just have to be muted out because it'll be annoying to hear. I guess we'll be muted out when we're calling, and then maybe we'll just leave it open. And then when somebody gets on the hook, just everybody else, like, chill out, or that person can drop the volume, whatever it is, we'll figure it out. Okay. So this one's Kings Highway. It's temporarily off market. I picked these to kind of fit the parameters of like rental properties and pass split and stuff like that. So we'll see. Sorry, I just got a text. All right. Can you guys see the Kings Highway Zillow screen?
Yeah.
All right. So I pulled the number up in the MLS. Usually it's here, but this one went off market it went TOM back in September. So I don't even know why it's popping up now. It's weird. So this agent's probably not even going to know what the hell's going on, but I'm just going to call it regardless.
All right.
754 246. This. All right. And then I'm just going to act again like from a lower position, just for the training purposes. Give me some signals if y'all can't hear it when he starts talking. Hey, is this Ian? Hey, Ian, what's going on? This is Drew. I'm with Realty Group. How you doing, man?
Good, thanks.
Good. I'm calling on a listing that actually one of my buyers just sent over to me, but it looks like it might be super old, and I pulled up in MLS. It's TOM, but it's Kings Highway. You still working with that seller?
Yeah.
You said no, or yeah? Oh, so it is listed. Okay, yeah. So I saw it was TOM or whatever. So I was just trying to see if that's something still available. Are you still working something now, or could we talk, business, maybe do a deal? Well, I'm trying to see if it would make sense, if there's an opportunity there for my buyer to buy it.
Oh.
Jeez. All right. So you got a multiple offer thing going on, huh?
Yeah.
Got it. Well, I mean, he'll pay full price, but he likes to buy on terms. He's not really into competing. Only reason I called it is because it looked like it was TOM or canceled or whatever. So he likes to let the agent get a shot to sell it, and then if the agent can't sell it, he likes to go at it and offer terms, because he'll buy as long as the terms are good, and he'll offer the full price. He'll pay the commissions, and we both get paid. But you got multiple offers going on. When are you guys picking an offer?
Passed away. And I think we're checking on the probate right now. That's what's happening.
Okay. Are those buyers still waiting for probate to finalize and finish, or did they kind of fall out? They did. Okay. Well, what? Got it. Yeah, that's a better route to go anyway.
The daughter of the guy that passed away, she just wants to do a traditional sale and get rid of it.
Gotcha. Yeah, no worries. It's not for everybody. Well, that one sounds set. What, you got anything else where a terms offer might work?
No.
Not right now. Okay. Cool deal, man. Well, appreciate your time. All right, take it easy. Bye. All right, easy peasy. He sounded like he just fucking woke up. Could you guys hear him?
In and out, yeah.
Yeah, he sounded like he just woke up, but you know, and he didn't know which story to go with and this and that. But basically, the situation was they have multiple offers. Mind you, this thing was listed back in look at the Zillow listing, September, right? It doesn't really have much here. I don't know why it's not showing, but if you look at the MLS, it says in the history, and I know like for anybody else watching this, like in the future, whatever, and not everybody has access to the MLS, but the MLS isn't like the end all be all or whatever. And it ain't hard getting access. You can just get with an agent. You know, there's plenty of agents that'll hand out that password or you know, hook you up with access one way or another. But the history here shows listed 390, decreased at 385, and then they got an offer at 385, you know, within a few days after that. Then they went back on market, and then they went 2 days later temporary off market. So based off his responses, they basically, it's a probate situation. So he sounded like he was a little confused in the whole thing, but basically they're waiting for probate to finish. And those buyers, they have offers, they got multiple offers that are pretty good, and those buyers are kind of just chilling out, waiting until probate finishes, which is kind of crazy because it's been a minute. You know, it's now October. What month? No, okay.
No,
Is that
I was
you know, it's been a minute. Damn, shit. We're
I
just
said
about to
that
go.
earlier. I didn't know if you heard me.
Yeah. Nah, I didn't hear you at all. Yeah. So actually, damn, my date's all fucked up. But no, so it ain't even been that long. So they're still going through that right now. They're waiting. So it could something you could follow up with, but I'm not gonna wait around for this. I wouldn't follow up. I'll just move on to the next. There's plenty. So next up, Mikey, you got the next one to call? I'll pull it up on the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, any questions on that? I know you guys, I don't think you guys could really hear him too much. He was kind of talking real low and choppy.
I was gonna ask you. I know how you first you wanted to find out if it's still even available, if he's still taking offers. Once you figure that out, you then kind of said you wanted to turn. So like when I'm calling somebody, my question is it, have you found success with, you know, obviously finding out if he's still taking offers and then jumping straight into, you know, have you received any offers in creative finance, or not creative, but creative terms? Or is
So
that just
that's a good point. Really good point. So let me
because in the past when I was calling the agents, I'd be like, you know, condition, timeline, try to get the motivation out. And then once I have those, then I'd be like, has he received any creative terms offers yet?
Yep. So you know, don't all right, so let's clean that up, right? And I'm glad you're bringing this up because this is perfect because I don't have a script for any of this stuff, right? Our script is more of a framework and it's called the pillars, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we try to do, right? So the pillars help you, it gives you that discipline or structured approach, but it allows you to be as fluid as possible and have a conversational tone with some intent behind it, right? Mm-hmm. That's why I like it. So so basically, yeah, if we were to put a more purposeful or I guess a more put together type of script, so to say, for lack of better terms, we can do that right now. So I'm glad you're bringing that up because as Kim in on doing this. So the intro, now direct to agent. So really, like if you want to game plan anything, it's almost like you game plan your opening, right? And everyone's going to be different. So let's say, let me make sure we started at about 9:23. Or I say 9:20. I just want to make sure like I don't make these videos too long. So 9:50. Well, I'm just gonna. It's nothing's gonna happen with us. It's just I'm just gonna stop it and then record another one. But yeah, so going now. You said 4 pillars, right?
Yeah.
4 pillars are important, but remember what's already given to you. Like what's already a given. You already have surface level info, right? Yeah. The 4 pillars for everybody who doesn't know is price, timeline, condition, motivation. So price, we would know if it's listed. Timeline, and I'm saying not timeline. Price, we would know, and then condition, we can get an idea of. So we have some understanding of the pictures, right? If they have pictures, so it's kind of you set yourself up to get really curved if they're like, you know, if you're asking about conditions and if the rapport is already off, then you know they can come with a slick comment, you know, It doesn't really help the scenario. So you kind of, it helps better with rapport and stuff like that if you act like you know what you're talking about, right? Or if you really, in this game. So for the intro reason, you said, you notice I said what? Is it still on the market?
Yeah, you pretty much had to figure out if it's still available to receive offers.
Yeah. So remember, within the whole off-market category for, agent-controlled properties, there's multiple categories. So temporarily off-market was the one that I was calling. Right. Most people, when they say they're calling off market, listings, it's like expired listings or whatever. There's no, this relationship is severed. The other one that's close to that, that didn't run the full course necessarily is withdrawn or canceled, referred to cancel sometimes, but it's unconditionally withdrawn or unconditionally canceled. Right. And then on the other side of the fence, there's the temporarily off market. The agent still has control, and then there's the, withdrawn conditionally or canceled conditionally, meaning they still have some sort of ties to it, right? So because I'm licensed, that's why I'm taking those and I'm giving you the other one, but you can call either one because you're just calling the agent anyway, right? So remember I said before, it takes a little bit of finesse, a little bit extra finesse. So that's why I'm trying to figure out what's what. Now, in your scenario, when you call, it's it's off market. So it just come off the market. Are you guys relisting that? These are just like opener questions, feeler questions.
Still, in this case, the agent still has a relationship with the seller, but not a like, is he still in charge of him pretty much? A contract?
Yeah, in the TOM one, temporarily off market.
And the one that I'm about to call.
The one you about to call, it's implied that there's no relationship, there's no contractual relationship.
So I'm pretty much just trying to see, like, see if he would give me any information on his previous seller.
Yeah, you're trying to see if he's you're trying to basically work a deal. Like, you're really trying to work a deal out with him. So it's basically you're saying this without saying it. Hey, I saw you didn't sell that listing. I got a buyer that can buy that listing, but it'd be easier if we went through you and paid you a little money. Are you down to, help us out and do the deal and get paid? That's what you're saying, but without saying it.
Cool.
So however you got to finesse and fluff or whatever to get that vibe out to them so they understand, that's really what you're trying to do. So when I went at this guy, it was cold, it was nothing, and he woke up with no energy. He didn't even answer the phone like an agent. He just said hello. The agent who's with it and prepared to work at 9 something in the morning is like, this is such and such.
Right.
Hello, this is Drew. Something, like, so that's why it was kind of like, Any other questions on that?
No, I'm good on that part.
Who you calling? I'll pull it up on the screen.
14 Rustling, so RUSTLING, Oaks Drive in Brandon.
Got it. All right, you can go ahead and start calling. Do you have his number?
I don't see the number here. Huh? That one sold?
Hold up. It says it's sold. Hold up. We might have to go to the next. What's it saying on your list?
It just says off market.
Sold. Maybe they went to resell it again. That'd be good because that'd be a perfect candidate for terms.
Wait, that part I don't get. Why?
I'm sorry. I had my volume down. What'd you say?
Why would that be a good?
If they went to resell it? Because you can assume there's like literally no equity.
Okay, gotcha.
And they would have to pay to sell it, and that's what we want. I mean, that's a better scenario for us. I mean, that's not what we have to have, but it's almost like the low-hanging fruit. Not almost, it is the low-hanging fruit for us. So yeah, it doesn't show that they went back on the market here, but let's check here. Let's see one of these. Sold 5. Yeah, so I wonder what canceled got pulled up. What's can you see the MLS ID on yours?
It is shit. Does it usually start with a T?
Yeah. Does it end with 763?
Yeah. 340 4763.
That's crazy. I don't know how. Okay, it did. Yeah, look. So you see
Cancel.
here? Yeah, look at the date. It's a little jacked up. I don't know why it's like that. All right, so this is worth calling. This is weird. So damn, that's weird. Somebody. So this guy, okay. Oh, I know what happened. So this guy lost it. This Derek Simonson dude.
He's a buyer or agent?
No, he's an agent. These are all agents. He lost it, right? And he did conditionally withdrawn. I don't know how this guy was able to get it on the market. Not this guy. I don't know how this guy. So look, so the 15th of February, he lost it, right? And then, expired listing agents called him. This guy, Ron, whatever, called him, got the listing. He dropped it one by one and sold that bitch.
Oh shit.
This is funny shit how it works, man. Like 370, he dropped it by $1,000.
No,
The new
100.
agent listed, and then he still sold it for the same price, 370. Amazing. So yeah, so this was a no-go. It's just one of those technical errors. So go to the next one.
We have here 1319 Shady Cove Road.
Shady Cove.
Yeah, Haines City. What?
Shady Cove. Oh, they got it relisted. Okay. They moving fast. Because I just pulled these last night.
So this I would just attack how I was before? So this one I would just attack how I was before?
Depends, right? So honestly, like the best thing to do is just call. You never know what you get. Because remember, the secondary option or secondary objective is to, like I asked him if he the other ones, is to maybe try to establish that relationship. This guy didn't seem like the guy I was talking to wasn't anybody who was like with the shits. He seemed he ain't know what the hell is going on. So it wasn't worth it for him. But since we are here and I have the MLS, I can look real quick and see. And yeah, they just relisted it. So yeah, the agent lost it. Tracy Holmes lost it, and this other person got it. New agent, or not new agent, but new agent to the seller. So go to the next one. That's a no-go.
13001.
Oh shit. 13001. Yep.
Yep. Jessup, Jesup Woods. UP, yeah, Woods Court in Orlando.
All right, perfect. So this is one.
Guys.
What's up?
Sub2Drew.
This is one that it looks like it might be weird, like that other one.
What's up, you guys?
Canceled. September 23rd. All right. So yeah, just canceled. All right, yeah. So you can go ahead and hit this one up.
Hey, Drew, did you get the property I sent you?
No, bro. Like we're in the middle of a session.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So no way to check that. All right, go ahead.
Listed at 407.
I'll take a look at it after this.
Oh, you're good, dude. Yeah.
Oh, what's the last part of his number? I got 367.
Oh shit. Oh, my bad.
8628. I got it.
Yo, can I hop in one of these?
Yeah, for sure. You can go next.
Yeah, I got that one. All right, cool.
Hey.
Their name is Randy.
You said her?
I don't know.
I just said her.
Hey, it's Randy.
Hey, Randy, my name's Mike. I'm reaching out in regards to your property here on 13001 Jessup Woods Court. Just wondering if you still had a relationship with that one, if you're still working with that one.
No, they I could never really find them a house they wanted, so.
Sorry, you said what?
I could never find them a house they wanted.
Yeah,
So they're not gonna sell.
Okay. When obviously when you were working with them, you pretty much never found any offer that fit their situation.
No. They wanted to move closer to his work.
Okay.
But I never could find a house for them that would fit them.
So you weren't necessarily trying to help them. Were you trying to help them sell at the Jessup Woods Court one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But they're not gonna sell unless they can buy. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, makes sense. Yeah, I got you. So this is something. When do you think I should follow up in terms of when you think they'll find a spot to get into?
I think they're pretty much gonna stay right where they're at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any other deals that we could possibly work with?
I don't have anything right this minute.
Okay. Well, just keep this is my cellular. Just keep me in mind. My buyer buys a lot on creative terms, and so we can always give people their price, if not more.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir. Randy, right? Is this a good number to call anytime?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. All right. Thanks for your time, Randy. All right. Bye. I was
Hell
confused. I didn't know what was happening.
Because you gotta listen, bro.
I know.
First of all, you did good. Right? But you gotta you have to stop worrying about what you're gonna say and just listen to the guy.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can tell because while you're worried about what you're gonna say, you can't hear what he's saying. He told you everything you needed to know. Right? This is why I say scripts are bad, or not necessarily bad, but this is why we don't use them, because people are worried about the next line on the script versus what this guy just said. So any before I chime in on that one, anybody from the bird's eye view catch anything or have anything to recommend?
Just open your ears, listen to understand. Because
What did you catch?
that he couldn't find a house for them, so he couldn't sell the house that he was listing for them. So he's gonna represent them on both ends, which was listing the property as well as finding them a house that was closer to his job.
That's where I had what?
Yeah, so since he couldn't find a house closer for them, then they couldn't sell the other house.
That's what I was confused. I thought he was saying that he was the agent trying to help them get into a house.
Nah,
I didn't know if you could double represent somebody like that.
He is, but he was also the agent trying to sell the house too. We know that because we literally pulled his listing. So you gotta, remember what info you have. So what knowledge you already have going into it. And it's not that you're not licensed or anything like that, because even a licensed agent who's not listening wouldn't have known, right? Maybe they would have, anybody who would listen could understand, because Nico's not licensed, you know what I'm saying? So just hearing that buyer is not that seller is not a viable option. So like in the chat, that's why I put move to objective 2, which is basically let him know a little bit about what we do and then see if there's a way to work with him in the future, or if he has any other properties that model would fit for. Right. And then when you say my buyer, that's agent lingo. So I'm saying I have a buyer and this and that. It's a little challenging for me. I can't say my boss and anything like that. I guess I could. I just got to put the disclaimer I'm licensed too, but I can't try to not act like an agent, or not act licensed or whatever. But in your situation, there's no need to act or talk like you're licensed, like my buyer, this and that. Wholesalers don't have buyers, in the world of these agents or whatever, not represent somebody else as a buyer, so it's more like it would be your partner, for any other scenario.
Okay.
But in this case, it's better to go with my, my boss or the guy I
Yeah.
work for, whatever. Because depending on what level you feel comfortable talking at, makes it easier. But yeah, for him, that was a simple one. Good thing he was real easy to talk to, real easygoing. So he filled in the rest. But yeah, you can clearly tell that you just were focused on what you were gonna say.
Yeah.
But you did good. Other than that, I mean, it's just paying attention to what he's saying, because that lets you know how you could have pivoted right away. It would have been more of a fluid conversation. You would have got off as friends, so to say. So no more. Oh, and then no need to sound clinical, right? Again, that goes with worrying about what you're gonna say. Because remember, you know how I talk on there, mad cool and casual or whatever. You can do that too. Just talk regular. These are regular people. You get that authenticity vibe. So when you're saying like, I have a buyer, he can pay, full price or sometimes more. Like the way you were saying was just like, kind of robotic or whatever, like forcing you to say the shit. Just get smooth, and that'll come with time. At the end of the day, making the call is better than not making a call, right? An imperfect call is a perfect no call, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's good for that. And also too, when that motivation is there, if that seller could still sell, or it was in a situation where they were still motivated to sell and he needed a solution for someone to buy, he gonna entertain that all day, as long as that you do have the capability of matching him with your boss who can buy or being the buyer stuff. You know what I'm saying? No matter how choppy you sound, right? So good shit. Got it out. All right. Daniel, you want to hop on the?
Yeah.
All right. I'll give you one.
Just give me an intro, and then like an intro and a pitch, and I'll go for it.
All right. So you can honestly, let me find one. You can attack as a wholesale, right? Because your specialty is wholesale.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that. Let me see. I'm gonna find one out.
All right.
Ooh, I got one. Look at this. Oh, you can't even see it. This is wholesaler's dream over here. Hold up. Let me show it to you. And then this will be the last one for this segment, for this video. Look, you guys like POSs? Here's one.
Okay.
POS.
Piece of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. He's 100% on that.
You're like, POS? I want some of that. What's that?
I'm like,
That
that's
was some real estate terms.
I'm a POS.
Sometimes.
Guys are too young, man. They don't know all that. POS.
Yeah. Like we woke up Zach. He ready now.
I'm POS, man.
Oh, shit.
See what the deal is with this. All right, so they TOM, so they got it temporarily off the market. Only 1 day, cozy fixer upper, blah blah blah. Let's see what the deal. Man, all right. So, all right, whatever working theory you're coming up with, but this can be literally, obviously, it's a fixer upper. I picked this one specifically for you because you're wholesale king over here.
Yeah.
So let's get you the info. I don't know if they have it on here, but we'll find out. A reason why I'm looking at Zillow and MLS because I'm trying to do it. Yeah, obviously, this is going to go up to YouTube, but I want to do it to where like people are not thinking they need MLS access. It just so happens all of these are requiring MLS access. So
it's a plus, but
yeah, it's a plus, but it's not necessary. There's other ways to find a number, but Shane T Major Ket, what the? That's one hell of a name, but whatever. Here's the number right here. You can see it.
301
717
717
7974.
7974. His name is Shane. Alrighty.
Shane T.
What's the address?
Address is Story Road, Winter Garden.
34 West Story Road.
Yep. Same thing. If you can buy it on cash, you can run a whole cash, pitch or whatever, and then pivot if it's not going to work for that.
Pivot to creative.
Just like normal. Yeah. Same. Nothing. So nothing. Only difference is you're talking to an agent. You're used to talking to sellers directly, which is the shit. That's the better way to go. But this is low hanging fruit. This is why we're going this route. So and these are agents. So that's the only difference.
Okay. So I'll contact him. I'm like, hey man, I seen that this property that you're attached to this property right here off market. And then I bring up the address and then I proceed to say,
remember it was on market. So literally the 21st, and then it pulled off. So me, the way I would go, I'm inquisitive. So, hey, I was looking at this, and again, I am the boss in this scenario. Like I do buy, I'm my own buyer, but I'm an actor, right? I go in as an actor, playing a role. So for the role I'm playing for everyone else watching and shit is just a lower level position. So it can cut the edge on, feeling like you need to know it all or whatever. Right. So you can go in however you want to go in. But me, I'm saying I would go in inquisitive, be like, hey, my boss, put this property in front of me, wanted me to give it a call, see if this was something that he would, he could potentially buy. Or if there was a deal we can work out here, whatever the case is. But I saw it on the market, but then it kind of popped off. Is there something going on with it? Is it really jacked? I'm asking those type of things just to open it up. But you go, that's just me. You go how you go.
All right. Let me know if you guys can hear me on this thing.
All right.
Hello. Hi, Shanae.
Hi, Shanae. I'm actually calling you today because my boss actually threw this this property on my desk that I seen that you guys had here listed. That's currently off market, 34 West Story Road, Winter Garden, Florida.
Right, we're gonna try to get it back on in the next couple of days.
You guys are gonna try to get it back on in a couple of days?
Yeah.
Okay. Before it hits market, do you know if you guys would be interested in any offers? Because he is buying at the moment. My boss is currently buying.
You can send it over by email. I have to get it. It's just temporary off because we have to straighten out some stuff. So
I got you. Well, we do primarily buy off market. Is that fine? It's cash.
I'm not sure what the owner's gonna do. So yeah, if you have anything, you can send it over.
What's the asking price?
We have it listed at $297.
$297.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you know more about the property, like the age of the roof and stuff like that? Like what's really wrong with it?
No, you'd have to, kind of get in there when if you'd like.
Because we're like fix and flippers.
Okay.
Is that negotiable?
Yeah, everything's negotiable. But
what about 250 cash? Just sight on scene.
Like I said, you gotta send it over
in writing.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. Thank
and
you.
then I just so I consistently follow up with you after I send it over.
No, don't do that because I gotta get it back on market.
You got to get it back on market. Well,
yeah.
Okay. So even if I was trying to buy it before I hit market, can we work something out or no?
I'm not sure if that's going to work for them, but as soon as I can get it cleared, I got to just clear this title.
Okay.
And as soon as I get it cleared, we're going to try to get it right away.
Okay. So their title's not cleared?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying to work out. Just to make sure.
Okay. Do you have an email?
Yes.
What is it?
It's in the thing, but it's Shane, SHANEE. MK.
Okay.
.realtor@gmail.
Okay. And by any chance, let's say for example, okay, if this cash stuff obviously doesn't work out, they want the most for it. You think they would be interested in something creative?
I don't know how creative they can get at this point, but I'm working through these kinks as soon as I can.
I totally understand.
I'm thinking no later than Wednesday.
No later than Wednesday. So you want me to follow up with you? When's the best time for me to give you a call, Shanae, about this? Because I'll consistently follow up on your time.
You can call me. I'm available, but just I'm not going to probably have any answers until Tuesday.
No, I get it. Okay, so until Tuesday?
Tomorrow afternoon. before 6. I'm hoping I'll have some answers, and then Wednesday for sure I should.
Okay. Well, yeah,
All right.
I'll gradually follow up, okay? Because I know you're busy.
Sure. Take care.
All right, well, bye.
Fucking baby Grant Cardone over here. Shit.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't even know about this one. This one's kind of different. But I don't know. What's your guys' take on it? I don't want to be a talkaholic in this situation. I'm here
This is good. This is good. This is good. I'm so glad you're on here because you're such a different. You're like the polar opposite of my style, right? Does anybody else see that? Anybody else want to chime in first before I do?
I mean, no,
it might work. You feel me? Like it's not a style I've seen. You feel me?
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
She did say, "Hey, follow up with me on Tuesday," right? So,
You ever had a girl say, "Hey, yeah, call me," and then never fucking answer the phone, never hear from her again?
Exactly. That's a lot of people. That's everybody in this business. Like they say, call me at this time, but if you don't do your job and call, you're not going to get anything closed or signed. Like
I'm not saying that's what was going to happen. I was just saying, because he said, well, she did say, call me. People say shit all the time. How many shit, Nico, I'm the most honest person, wink, wink. And I say, and we talk about linking up every time I go down there to Miami to hit the gym and shit. And I'm like, yeah, when I get down, we'll hit the gym. Now, granted, shit happens. That's the reason why we never get our schedules conflicting, but shit, people say shit all the time and it doesn't happen. Right. And then a lot of times that's a lie. I'm not saying she was lying, but I love that you're on here because my style is not the only style and it ain't the best, it's just what best for me. Right. Only thing I could say as critique is like, it's funny because actually give your assessment first. What you think after that call, Daniel?
Well, me personally?
Yeah. What do you read?
I hopped on the call, like obviously trying to figure it out. And obviously, they said that the title wasn't cleared, which to me is a big, big issue. Like
that was a good catch too.
Yeah. Like if I go on there and I'm talking to someone, I figure out that they have a quieted title or something like that. Like every time I've ever brought a property like that to the title company, I just make myself look bad. So like once I heard that, I'm like, ooh, that could be a big delay. I kind of like how I said 250 because I seen the thing was worth 350 supposedly right there on the MLS. And that's enough wiggle room for repairs because that's $100,000 off, right? So I pushed it to that. She said, hey, write me up an offer. And I think that'd be a great idea. And trying to push it that way. And obviously, right? So my only concern is the title not being cleared. Obviously, it's a fixer-upper. She did say that, which is really good. It going on the market, I'm not really a fan of that. Like I personally deal with investors. They buy off market only. And usually I have experience when the sellers are trying to put on market with the realtor is because they're trying to squeeze out the most that they can out of it. They're kind of desperate. So that's why I asked and I pivoted towards, okay, if this is going to go on market inevitably, would you guys be interested in something creative? And then I like how she was kind of receptive. And then she did say, I don't know how creative they would go. She didn't say no to creative. She didn't say like they're not creative at all, but she just said, I don't know how creative they would go. So I think she was open to my lowball offer and she was also open to creative. So I think it's a thing where, I set those hooks, I set those intentions, and now it's just kind of like a follow-up game from here, kind of to me. And she did, and I even set up those follow-up dates. So I would just continue kind of on the groove,
About it. So yeah, I appreciate that. So like, so that's your perspective of the call, which is good, right? You in your follow-up, right? The money's made in follow-up. So which is true a statement. Money's made in follow-up, right? I'm not that great at follow-up unless there's a reason for me to follow up, right? Unless I see, an immediate reason to follow up. So in the Mike Ferry world, right? Hot lead is anybody ready to transact or do business within the next 7 to 10 days, right? After that, we're talking 30 days. And then after that, we're talking, 60 to 90 days and whatever. I'm not even looking at those people, right? 30 days. Yeah. They're there on the calendar somewhere, but 7 to 10 is like, yeah. Right? This is who I'm following up with, right? This is who I'm paying attention to, right? Yeah. So now here's the thing. So in my world, right? That's my follow-up version, right? But in my world, listening is key, right? Yes. Listening is key. And what I heard is that she didn't say, I don't know how creative they would go. She said, I don't know how creative they can go. Right.
Oh.
So that tells me something is up. Right. What's the situation? Right. Like, I felt like there's a basic concept is mirror and matching. Right.
Yeah.
Your fucking level of energy was fucking not, I can't even measure it. Right. Hers was like, yo, bro, yo, chill. Like, I don't know if anybody else felt it, but I felt like
Most
on the
definitely.
coast.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know, like you in her face. Like, okay, how about now? 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 You ready to take off now? Now? Right?
Yeah,
Like she's not even able to answer the question all the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
And then, you know, remember, you let them talk. Loose lips sink ships. Some people can't handle silence, so let them talk.
Yeah.
And you get more information out to pick and pull and go down deeper or whatever. So I feel like you got a lot of surface level stuff. I feel like your approach would work, right? And I feel like your approach is very common with wholesalers, right?
Yeah.
And but I use like more, it was like machine gun. Like your machine gun, right? I'm more like sniper, right? Fine.
Yeah, I'm more like direct, and I'm like straight to the point. Like I go straight for the neck, right?
I'm straight. I'm very straight to the point, right? But I'm straight to the point with one bullet to the throat, right? And versus like a machine gun.
I feel like you're more tactical. You're more tactical, bro. Like you're more tactical. You're like a surgeon, right? I'm like a freaking butcher. You know?
But they both gonna get the job done. They both get the job done. One's just gonna be messy as shit.
Yeah.
But there was a lot to work with, right? Like honestly, hypotheticals. The way we probe situations is through hypotheticals. So what you did throw out, hey, if I brought you an offer, would you keep it off market? She wanted to, some reason, something's urging her to get on market. I got to get on market. Why? So if I can give you everything you need, or what if I can handle the title issue? Matter of fact, what is the title issue? What exactly is going on? Maybe it's something that's not that serious. Maybe you got the specialist that'll handle it at your title company. Shit, if we buy this from you, get you paid and get the sellers what they want, and we handle the title issue on our own, is that a win for everybody?
Yeah.
Right. Now you working, now, okay, we got something maybe, right? Yeah. We can see where this goes and shit, But yeah, that was I like that good polar opposites for people to see the different style. That was dope.
And I'm like right now I see the different paths, right? I see how I set the intention for buying at 250. So the way I would handle this lead, the way I would handle this lead is I would try to push towards that lower cash offer to try to lock it up at a low price, and for obviously to make a wholesale fee. And of course. And I would try to push towards that direction. And a worst case scenario, they're not going to go that deep down into the ocean with me. Then I'm going right back up, right? So, and I'm going to try to freaking do something creative. So I'll be up in the air, probably skydiving, and meet Drew down on the ground or something like that.
Look at him trying to throw analogies in there. Here's one last thing before we end the video, not make it too long, is you also don't spill all your candy too soon. So we went with cash, right? Stick with cash and ride that out as far as you can. And no need to throw creative in there, right? No need for another option yet. You haven't met resistance. Honestly, it wasn't even a time to present because she's not ready to, well, for one, she's not the decision maker, but she's not ready to even do a deal because you threw out the hypothetical. What if I can do this and this? Would they move, sooner? So the price wasn't the value yet. If it was 287, at full price, even though she said 297, it was listed at 287, but whatever. It just understand when it's time to take the shot and when it's time to just sit and watch. That's really it. But yeah. Well, good. I like that. I appreciate that.
Yeah. No, I think that would have been a good approach too. Like if I just asked questions and I just sat there and I kind of and I just let her spill the guts, and then on the next call I presented what I wanted to present. Go. It's
wait for that kill shot. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, dope. Appreciate you coming through with that.
Yeah.